Hey, okay, before I go back to doing a little bit more writing, let me stop for a second. And it's sort of a meta goal thing. I think it's a meta goal. We'll call it a meta goal thing. I don't know if my meta goals are just going to all be booktube goals because, larger goals of life goals are beyond me. They're probably not beyond me, but it's like this is my hobby, this is my enjoyment. So I'm more naturally I'm happy to to think about this stuff than I am to think about what do I want to do with my life. I want to work and accumulate savings and maintain the house and try to make my relationship with Ja as rich and intimate and loving as possible, and for us to enjoy each other while we have each other, because uh, before I know it, I'll be dead, and that's probably the most important thing on that list. So yeah, okay, there's a little bit of meta goal stuff. That way. So now I can go and do my fun stuff, my fun obsessive stuff, which is probably less meta goal. Well, there's the meta goal of okay, I think I what my goal should be by the end of the week is to come up with what's the Canadian. Actually, I'm listening to a Canadian work at the moment. I am listening to The Empire of the Wild by Sherry Demeline, uh, and I think probably what is going to be useful for that is for me to read up on the Métis people, as a side kind of project. For okay, I'm reading this Métis Canadian Métis author. She's given me a little dip into Métis history, but I should do some more research. It's going to be Wikipedia research. It's going to be uh, trying to find like probably articles by Métis people themselves about their own history and about their own struggles and stuff like that, and kind of combine that with reading Empire of the Wild. And yeah, okay, well that's not bad. That's actually not a bad little project for myself, as far as that goes, as meta goals of like okay, let's dig in here, learning more things about my country, um, and the peoples that are in my country that I should be educated about to be a decent human being. And yeah, yeah, okay, wow, okay, so that's been my meta goal video. So what I'm saying is that I will start looking for articles by that about that, and I will probably make a video which is just straight on the Métis people, my own little book report to myself on the Métis people, and get notes together. And therefore, when I come back around to maybe just talking about the Empire of the Wild as a work of fiction, I can also say, and this is my little research project I did for myself about the Métis people, which is going to be incomplete, but it's going to be a start. It's going to be the framework for going further forward in the discussion, and stuff like Louis Riel, stuff like that. Which actually I have read about Louis Riel in graphic novel form, but actually not a bad graphic novel form of that, with yet another encounter with John A. MacDonald there. Though this isn't, Empire of the Wild is a contemporary novel, but just try to get my background information down um, is not a bad thing. All right, I will leave it there. So yeah, yeah. So my goal would be to kind of do research on that, read stuff, make notes, and then like on Sunday coming up, do a little report in on the Métis people, with you know real base level. But yeah, yeah, okay. I will leave it there. More videos later.